Well, greetings everyone, or good morning, wherever you are in the world. This is Rose Mendoza, CEO of Ruston Industries. And with me is our chairman of Ruston Industries. And I'm telling you, I can't wait to, again, talk story with him because he's just making me excited about this lifestyle of a billionaire. And I want to know more about it. So we want to share that with you today. But of course, one of the things that we want to talk about how to become a billionaire is about the renewable revolution. So please help me welcome our chairman, Mr. John Ruston.
Well, good morning, Rose. I know it's early morning, Sunday, what is it, October 23rd?
24th, sir. Yeah.
These days are like crazy, but one of the things we want to talk about today is something that has been said over and over again by myself. Being a person who works hard, just like all of you who are probably going to see this video, the issue is, what's the benefit of working hard? Working hard is great to maybe make you feel good, but I'm going to tell you a quick story. There's a person who started out just like all of us, okay? And he is one of many people. He slept on his floor. There's another person who got, KFC wouldn't even hire him. I mean, he was rejected by 13 colleges. There's another person who basically at 66 years old started a franchise. I'm talking about Bill Gates. He wrote code till he fell asleep, got up, showered, fell asleep, wrote code. Jack Ma, KFC wouldn't even hire him. He was rejected by 13 universities. So you think about, if you met Bill Gates and Jack Ma 30, 40, 50 years ago, would you do business with him? Or would you be like a lot of people today that you get into your 60s and you think it's too late? Well, Arlen Sanders started KFC in his 60s. So no matter whether you're 13 years old listening to this video today, or 60 or 70, it's never too late. But what I found in the last few years is that people, they will tell other people's stories, but they're too afraid, Rose, to own their own story.
That's good. That's right, sir.
And so what I realized in some of the videos that Rose and I are going to be putting out, if I could show you a way to earn 7 figures, I can't guarantee it because you're going to have to put the effort in.
Yes.
But if I can show you a way, turn $1 million in the next 12 months, would you at least consider signing up in VX6000 for free? Because the pitch is going to be really, really easy. Do you know anybody who drinks water? If I literally can show you a way to change your lifestyle financially or free, would you do it? And that's what this video is about today. So the renewable energy revolution is happening with or without you. The IoT network revolution has started with or without you. We're all customers of that pretty much. But what I want to talk about today is how I know for sure, as the chairman of your company, that we can create 1,000 millionaires. So Rose, I appreciate you letting me get this vision out and making it simple enough that, whether you believe me or not, documentation beats conversation. So Rose, thank you for this morning's video.
Thank you, sir. Well, before we start, sir, I always recommend that we do income disclaimer, but because we know that this is not for everyone and we make no guarantee of income. You will probably make money at this from our training of our products and duplication system. Our partner companies have been in business for over 40 years combined. But however, we cannot predict the future market conditions for real estate or self-sustainable communities. Again, no recruiting is required for income. There is no guarantee of income. You will be paid based on your own efforts, as you said, John. You have to put some efforts in there, right? And team leadership skills. So we are clear and 100% honest with each and every one of you. Before joining our program or any programs out there, we do recommend that you seek legal advice or speak to someone that you truly trust. So, John, I'm just very excited to hear what you got to say
Well,
and
I
the
mean, Rose,
highlights of this.
I'm excited
I
too. I mean,
am so
we,
excited.
we're doing anywhere from 10 to, I think every day, Rose, we've had a Zoom with our corporate team in India, our
Mhm,
corporate partners in Texas, our partners in Hawaii. So pretty much as a company, I see that we're communicating so well now that what I was inspired to talk about today and make it simple. How can you earn seven figures? I mean, when we talk about $1 million, isn't what it used to be. I mean,
yes.
think about it today. One lawsuit, $1 million isn't worth nothing. And it could be an accidental car injury for someone
Mhm,
you hit in an intersection.
mhm,
Think of if someone in your family got sick right now,
mhm,
medical bills for a real internal sickness in a hospital average $400,000. Now you
mhm,
got $600,000 if you have 100% $1 million. Well, I want you to think about, and I'm going to tell you something that you probably may not want to hear. If you're a millionaire in the 80s, you meant something. If you were $10 million in the 90s, you meant something.
mhm,
So anybody here that may not have experienced what it's like to earn seven figures, it's not easy, but it's not hard either. So, like we said, monkey do, monkey see. If I could do it without a college education several times, there's no excuse for someone's gone to university that's got their BA or master's degree, whatever they have. But what we're going to talk about is why I know for sure now my commitment for 1,000 millionaires can be legitimized by your efforts. So, again, let's talk about the water industry like we did the other day.
mhm,
This is October 24, 2021. By 2023, which is not that far away, you're going to
mhm,
go from a couple $100 million in the water business to 914 billion. So think about this from 2018 to 2023, and we're in 2021 now. Where is this 914 billion going to come from? And we feel at Akvo we're the dominant player on the global scale, which I'll prove to you today,
mhm,
and I'll make sure you understand there's no doubt about us getting a percentage of that. No one's going to get it all. But
mhm,
this came from the Global Water Intelligence Consortium. So if you
mhm,
think about it right now, it says right here that, GWI's market research leading to the growth recovering the global economy. We know that COVID devastated the economy. We know
mhm,
that years ago when the housing market devastated.
mhm.
Whenever there is a crisis, there's an opportunity.
Yeah. Mhm,
I mean, we've learned that. Without a
mhm,
crisis, there's no opportunity. Do you
mhm,
realize all billionaires before 1950 became billionaires because of oil, gas, contracts with the government, and wars? From
mhm.
1950 on, there's not one billionaire that did not profit from war. If you look at the soldiers who came back in World War II, the three B's, most people don't know the three B's. They actually turn out to be four G's. People are like, well, what is John talking about now? So after all the World War II veterans came home, the
Mhm.
first company to become a real billion-dollar company was, General Electric. Think about it. Panasonic, Magnavox, all those old companies putting technology in your house use GE products. First
Mhm.
billionaire. Then
Mhm.
you've got General Dynamics because it now took the contracts from the military of making helicopter with Bell, and they went into all the other chemicals and products in the 50s and 60s. Dow Chemical, all those companies fell under that company because again they supported warfare. So that's another G. Another one is General Mills. Did you realize Cheerios and all the cereal companies, because of the explosion of babies that the baby boomers had, caused another billion-dollar company to exist? And I'm going to
Wow.
tell you the one that most people don't really think about is a company called Gerber. Remember I said the four G's?
Yes.
All four of these billion-dollar companies came from soldiers coming home from World War II, buying houses, buying
Wow.
electronics, making babies. And again, it takes a crisis to create an opportunity. That's where we are today. So
Mhm,
we feel Akvo is going to be amongst those four very
mhm.
soon. So
Yes,
this
sir.
right here, third party, Rose, is why we've already shipped our units, Akvo units to Saudi Arabia. We've
Mhm,
already done most, if not at least most of the Asian countries. We haven't
mhm.
done China yet, but we're working on that. So, Rose, does it kind of make sense why with every crisis there's an opportunity?
I got you, sir. That's absolutely true. And thank you for um, doing that. Four G's, right? Four
Yeah,
G's are the four
4Gs.
billionaire companies. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I am excited about this, John. Render of the first AKVOSPHERE on grid VWG with display water rigs installed on the roof in Orange County. I know we talked about this yesterday, the other video, but I am really can't wait. I can't wait because I'm here in Orange County, as you know, because I want to make sure that this will happen. And I'm here to help our chairman to do whatever it takes for us to get our first distribution center here in Santa Ana. So, John, I can't wait for that to finish.
Well, I
Hopefully,
mean, Rose, you're
by
doing a great job. You, Rose, Moon, Charles, Sylvester's killing it, helping us with our solar farm in Texas. But everybody is doing the same thing. Sam is in Texas away from his family. Think about
yes.
how committed our team is now without any distractions. On the road, building up the company,
Mhm.
helping us financially close the units for the Orange County location.
Yes,
And
sir.
again, if anybody wants to participate in this program, guess what? Go to the website. If you say, I want to buy into it and you'll have the money, click finance. It
Mhm.
takes 3 minutes to get a loan on our website. So, one thing I love about what all of you are doing with Dr. Mark, you're giving people the ability to get into these programs with their own without their money. Now, you know, I love using the bank's money. I mean, come
Yes.
on now. When we finish this program out, even if all of our people just take out and use the bank's money to finance it, we still get the same result. We want to
Yes.
be part of the 4G. We want to be the AG. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes.
Rose, I'm excited about Orange County's facility, but I
Yeah.
just want to let all our people know that at the end of the day, if you just want to participate and maybe you feel that you don't have the financial means, if you've
Mhm.
got 560 credit score, go to the website. Finance your way to wealth.
Yes.
Use the bank's money. You don't have to use your money to become a millionaire in Akvo through the VX House platform and VX 6000. That's important.
That's really, really important, John. And I'm just really, I have not heard of a company that will do that for you, but only Agvo can do that for you. So thank you for that. Genius, genius, sir. Okay, well,
Hard
here you
worker.
go. Talk about this off grid, John. I am really
Uh,
wanting to hear
Well, I
from you.
mean, this is the fun part about it because again, we talked a little bit about commissions, and I hope everybody watched the other video and realized what we said that if you find somebody that can use our building technology, and remember, these are the new mini AWGs.
Mhm,
The one you saw previous is our 500 liters. These
mhm.
are the minis. They do 55 liters a piece. You can put up to 100 of them on a rooftop, and the weight is pretty much insignificant. Each one of those are 60 pounds. So
Wow.
if you think about it, a rooftop can withstand 6,000 pounds, but
Mhm.
if you take 100 of those, that's 5,500 liters a day times 30 days.
Wow.
Now, it's powered by solar. And remember, being partners with Solarize, we would be able to pay what's called a rebate even to the landowner if you own a building and you become part of our network as one of our affiliates or one of our actual resellers. Imagine you sell this to yourself. You
Mhm.
get a 26% federal tax credit, a 20% tax credit from us on our carbon credits. But remember, we're not doing financial consulting. Get with your CPA and verify that's possible. But the federal regs are there. If you're in California and you join our program for free and you use this for your own building, you yourself are selling to yourself. So again, I don't know of a better situation to where You
Yep.
get 20%, you get up to almost 40% tax credits. And again, that's based on what your CPA does for you. And you
Mhm.
remember, the more water we pull out of the air, the more
Mhm.
the ozone can be repaired. I want to throw that in. We didn't
Mhm.
talk about that the other day.
Mhm.
When you increase the Earth's atmospheric cycle, that cycle, having the extra help from atmospheric water generators, can assist in repairing the ozone. So again, you are helping to reduce greenhouse gases is why we're going to be offering Akvo carbon credits. And it's going to be something that will come out in our December board meeting in Orange County about that. But right now, we don't want to talk about it. We know
Mhm.
that our CEO of AKVOSPHERE in India, we're working on that with another company to wrap that in insurance. But an off-grid facility, 100% self-sufficient. You can either use the water for your building, or you can take the water, put it in a tank, and sell it third party. So again, Rose, off-grid just means that we don't use the public utility for
Mhm.
electricity. And
Yes.
that video we did, the opportunity there to make up to $100,000 per building,
Mhm.
is back to, if we have 1,000 people sell, their first year, 10
Mhm.
or 15 or 20 of these, we just made 1,000 millionaires, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Kind of no brainer.
Yep. So, John, we always say, who do you know that drinks water, right? And we
Mm-hmm.
say everybody. But I was
Correct.
just thinking about it, John. It's not just everybody, it's all living things, John. I was
All
thinking,
living
you
things.
said all living things are
Sure.
plants, are animals,
Correct.
us as human beings, all living things need water. Oh my God, I was just thinking about
Rose,
it.
Rose, think about it this way. I mean, and I'm
Yeah.
not being mean when I say this. In certain states, people treat animals better than children.
Yes.
I'm not going to talk about California. So
Yes.
what I'm saying is,
Mhm.
certain states have these giant pet stores, right?
Mhm.
What if that pet store offered free water with every purchase?
Yes,
I mean,
John.
I'm not putting animals before humans,
Yeah.
but the pet industry is a $112 billion industry. I mean, you can't ignore the fact
Yeah.
that a veterinarian makes more money than the typical pediatric surgeon.
Yes.
So if you look at it from a business point of view, how
Mhm.
many super box pet stores are shut down? I haven't seen any pet store shut down. That
Yes.
means that people are spending that $112 billion on their pets. What if, just I'm going back to making sure our people know that it's up to you to take this opportunity to be imaginative and make it work.
Yep.
What if you have pet stores that give away free water with every purchase? And
Yeah.
please remember something: the water we produce is 7.36. That means it's alkaline. So for you out there shopping in Whole Foods and Mothers and Earth and all
Mhm.
the different
Mhm.
specialty stores,
Mhm.
you're spending $3 to $4 for a bottle of
Mhm.
alkaline water.
Mhm.
And I'm saying, if you're buying 50, 60 bottles every 60 days, add that up over 12 months and ask yourself, if you approach a pet store franchise owner or a veterinarian, or even people own the nail shops, they're
Mhm.
putting your feet inside of water that came out the sink, and you don't know what junk you put in your trunk. So
Mhm.
if they had one of our small units and they use it, maybe the 55-liter unit or maybe 100-liter, whatever it is, the bottom line is this:
Mhm.
like you said, Rose, animals, humans, plants, we all
Mhm.
use water. So I know we're really not going to highlight us being a pH water company, but we are. So
Yes.
our focus is we create water from air. That's what we do. Whatever you do as a member of VX6000 or VX House, whatever relationship you have, you are in control of your future because, like you said, Rose,
Yes. Yes.
everybody uses water.
Everybody. Everybody. Looking at this, John, it just feels so calm
Mm-hmm.
because this picture looks so familiar.
It does. I wonder
It
why.
really is so familiar. And guess what? We were just talking about it the other day, and I said, "Gosh, John, we have commonality in looking at this picture. So I want you
Well,
to talk about it, and I'll tell
it
you what it
is
is."
this is crazy, y'all. We didn't set this up. So Rose and I were talking about, places I've been doing meetings forever. And I said, look, my favorite place to do meetings is Newport Beach at Pelican Hill.
Mhm.
And I realized her son worked there for 6 years. I met him, didn't know I knew him. I don't know him
Mhm.
personally, but I've done about 5 to 6 major events at this location. I think in the last 10 years, maybe 12. No, what? Yeah, probably last, I'd say 8 to 12 years. Even our teams from Atlanta I've had here. So
Wow.
I'm saying that I've frequented Pelican Hill for so many years that the maitre d' knows me, and I mean, not that I'm any special. So this is where we're going to have our event in December, and it's
Wow.
important because Rose, how long did your son work here?
He probably worked there for 3 years, actually, John, and he's the executive chef at the Andrea restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
He specializes in Italian food. So this is his dream, and he was there. I mean, Troy and I have been in this place, and we just love it. I said, "Oh my God, this place is magical." So not knowing that you've been doing your business meetings there, John, that's
Yeah.
really, I mean, it gives me goosebumps thinking about it. It's like, and we did not meet each other
No, we
when
didn't run into each other here.
when
This
you,
and Rose, was crazy is a lot of my friends know I stayed at the villas there 3 or 4 times over 10 years for up to 30
yes,
days.
yes.
I've stayed there with friends that the coffee shop wasn't built. That's
Yeah.
how far I go back with the building.
Wow.
And
Okay.
to me, I think because I've had such a wonderful blessing being
Uh-huh.
associated with this property,
It's
it only makes sense to tell you that whoever our top salespeople are, they're going to
mhm.
be invited for free to our corporate planning committee meeting
Wow.
on
Okay.
December. We're going to give you the date. We think it's still going to be around the 9th. So if we look at what's happening here, we already got Navarin, our actual CEO and founder of Akvo, going to be with us in December for the opening of the
Mhm.
units coming here to open up the virtual water grid. But we decided to go ahead and do our 2022 planning committee. So all of our board members, if we hit our goal, and our goal is really simple, finish the 150 units out for setting up Orange County, and all of our members will be flown for free to this event to do our 2022 board planning. But our top 10 salespeople will be flown also. So this isn't about us. And I think
But
this is what I'm trying to get across, Rose. You
yes.
know, people don't look at things, in my opinion, the right way. Everybody wants to. I sent a video out today about your mind is the biggest prison. I always try to send people videos to get themselves to be free of their mind so they can free their body. If you can free your mind, you can do anything. So people say, well, John, that's a snobby place to go. See, if you have that attitude, you don't deserve to be anywhere other than where you are.
Mhm.
And I'm not
Mhm.
being mean, I'm just keeping it real. If
Yep.
I'm trying to create 1,000 millionaires and I'm working 50 to 70 hours a day to get you there,
Yeah.
I'm not doing this for me. I
Yeah.
just want to be a part of the story. I'm not, you're the story. I'm just the guy that's going to sweep the floor for you so you don't slip. So when I look at this place in Pelican Hill, we actually used to have a clothing line that we had at this place that we own. Um,
Mm.
and I don't want to talk about that, but I designed clothing for women at one time. But I'm
Okay.
just saying, if you were to go to the spa store, our clothing was right there in the corner, and
Mhm.
that's good discounts. But the point is, I think that if you're a top salesperson and you stay faithful to all of our mistakes we've made in business,
Mhm.
you deserve to be here.
Yes.
This isn't about me. We're going to pay for your airline ticket, your room stay. You deserve to be here.
Oh my.
So
Wow.
I believe that 2022, that's next year. But this is my opinion, Rose.
Mhm.
I think the cream of the crop will float to the top.
Yes.
That's not me being a rapper, it's just
Mhm.
the way it came out.
Yes.
So if you're in the top 10 salespersons between today, the 24th, and the end of November, you will have the option to be at
Wow.
this location.
Wow.
Paid for, you ain't bring clean clothes, the toothbrush. They'll give you a free toothbrush. Yeah, I know that. I've left my
Yes.
toothbrush plenty of times. So let's start out 2022 planning from Pelican Hill. Well, 2021 was ended, planning 2022. Let's talk about why I know now. I'm not cocky, I'm confident if you want to be one of those 1,000 millionaires,
Yes.
Rose.
Well, tell us how we can make it, John. And I
We
think
have a
the
comp plan.
right here.
We have a
Yes.
smart freaking our new president's all that in a bag of chips.
Yeah.
We've great corporate team. You know, our corporate team's on the road in Texas right
Mhm.
now. Our
Mhm.
director has got my son and our
Mhm.
VP, Samson Ramsey. They're knocking the solar deal out. They're telling me they're going to do $100,000 in
Wow.
commissions just in Dallas. So that to me, physical work versus
Mhm.
talk, that's
Mhm.
how you create a $1 billion company. That's how we joined the 4Gs as
Yes.
the AG. So how is it possible? Let's look at the vxhouse.io website today when you get a chance. So the
Mhm.
power of five. We talked about five. Remember, there's $4 billion companies I talk about. Now I'm talking
Yes.
about five. AG,
Wow.
Akvo. So with the VX 6000 marketing system, we finally went back, pulled our commercial technologies back in the VX 6000 for you. This is
Mhm.
not a guarantee of income. This is if you want this to happen in your life, it's on you. We're giving you the tool. What you do with it, you can't come back and say you didn't have an opportunity. I'm gonna read this to you. Power of five Aqua units. Earn 5% on five levels in sales, or 5% per level. And this is just an example, not an income guarantee. So
Mhm.
if you sell one of our $69,000, $995 units, which produces 500 liters a day. Think about this from the owner's point of view.
Mhm.
If I own a 500-liter unit, and let's say I just put it into a retail store to sell water for $1 a liter, well, let's
Wow.
do the math. If I've got 15,000 liters sold at $1, okay, the
Mhm.
price of a liter of water in America is $1.80 right now. Remember, this is alkaline water, not just drinking water.
Mhm.
Alkaline water, the average price is $2.99 a liter in America. So let's say $3.
Mhm.
If you can sell 500 liters, hypothetically, and you're selling it at $3 because it's alkaline,
Mhm.
well, I mean, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but that's $15,000 a day.
Wow. Mm.
Or that's 1,500. I got excited. That's
Yeah.
1,500. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm thinking $1 billion.
Yes.
So y'all got to
Yeah.
forgive me. I got real excited on that one. So if you look at, let's just do the numbers, okay? Let's
Mhm.
take 1,500. You spent basically it'll cost about $70,000 to deliver the unit to your location, and whatever. So you're looking at $45,000 a month of potential profit because you can't
Wow.
guarantee. So
Mhm.
how many months would it take you to pay off a product that costs you $70,000 to deliver you as an owner? Well, if you're selling it and you're making the minimum of 45,000 a month, well, divide 45,000 into 70. Literally in 2 to 3 months, you're 100% in the black if you want to own one of these units and sell water.
Mhm.
Now, look, I'm not the smartest person in our company, okay? I'm
Mhm.
just crazy enough to say you can make seven figures in the next 12 months if you want to.
Mhm.
Do you know anybody who drinks water?
Yes.
Do you know anybody that owns a pet store? Do you know
Mhm.
anybody that owns a hotel? Do you know
Mhm.
anybody that owns a building? Do you know a commercial real estate agent? Okay.
Mhm.
Do
Mhm.
you know anybody with a restaurant that may want to buy one of these and sell water out the back door? Do you
Yes.
realize you can buy this? And
God.
please listen to what I'm going to say.
Mhm.
You can buy this, buy your own bottles, and put your own labels on your own water. Let me say it to you really close as a buyer.
Mhm.
I own a bed and breakfast in San Francisco, right? The community loves supporting my bed and breakfast, right?
Mhm.
So I
Mhm.
spend $70,000, an Akvo unit arrives to my bed and breakfast.
Mhm.
I go out and I purchase a bottling machine. It costs like $500. And even if I can only bottle 1,000 bottles a day, that's what I'm saying. I can
Mhm.
donate it to a local nonprofit, can I? You don't
Yes.
have to have the Girl Scouts out selling sugar that kills people.
Yes.
You don't have to be selling popcorn anymore that we don't want at the end of the year to support the booster club at school. People drink water. You now have influenced your local economy. And here's the thing, you can go on the website and finance this right now. You as a buyer who's buying from me as a rep in VX6000, you can use the bank's money to finance this and have it delivered to your location. What if you're a vegan person in Oakland or San Francisco and you want to promote health? You go finance it, have it delivered to your vegan studio if you're in the Zumba, yoga, or meditation, or you're a Swami,
Yes, sir.
or you're a Buddhist temple. Whatever you are, you can take this and again, create a business, put your logo on. I mean, come on. How hard is it to get a bottle, put your logo, and buy a bottling machine in a garage?
Yes.
If you're an inspiring entrepreneur, I'll make you this promise. People will always drink water.
Yes.
And I'm not anti-college, but I want you to think about it. Would you rather spend $70,000? You're going to carry a loan that cannot be filed bankruptcy on based on federal law now, or would you put $70,000 into a business where you know you have a guaranteed customer base because people drink water?
Yes.
This is a business in a box for the buyer. So let's talk about you, member in VX6000. Let's say you get someone to buy a $6,000 or $69,000 unit. We get it delivered to them, right? Well, the interesting thing is we pay you 20% commission on a sale. So if you sell one unit a month or just one unit a year, that's about it's $13,999. We'll give you the penny. Yeah, we'll roll it up. So if you can make $14,000 selling one 500-liter unit for someone to run a restaurant, a hotel, start a brand new bottled water company. Remember, the bottled water comes from the air.
Yeah.
You have 37 billion gallons that you can start your own bottled water company with a logo. If you're a church, I hope your church people drink water, right? I'm trying to make it where you as a sales or marketing person understand that if you sell, let's say you sell one a week, okay, hypothetically. So let's say you're making $14,000 a week. And let's say you only do this part-time. It costs you zero money in this business to make money. We're not making you pay up front. We're giving you a free multi-million-dollar business. Remember I said earlier, it's really on you to do what you need to do. So for $14,000 a week in sales, I mean, you know, $56,000 a month for 3 or 4 hours of work. How many of you are making that kind of money now? And I want you to know something. This is a documented fact. Akvo has delivered 148 million liters of water as of October 2021. So are we talking about some startup company? No. Let me reemphasize this. In the years of Akvo being in business, Akvo, based on our IoT network stats, has delivered 148 million liters of water. And our intent is to go into the billions with your help. But we want to make sure you understand that when you sell this unit, that it's on the shopping cart now. You can't use a credit card. You either can finance it or send a bank wire. It's on the site now. So if you know anybody in the agriculture business, anybody that owns a Zumba studio, a gym, MMA studio, whatever it might be, okay? You have no reason now not to be in a position to at least earn, you know, a high six-figure income without enrolling anybody, with nobody on your team. Now, if you are a super salesperson or, you know, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, whoever you might be, and you have enough clients to sell this unit, and maybe you sell 100 units this year, or maybe you sell 1,000. It's up to you. Now, let's say if you're a person that's a team member, you're a leader, you want to duplicate, you want you to leverage OPM, other people's, you know, money and other people's efforts and other people's occupied time. That's the thing that Getty and Rockefeller and everybody's learned who knows how to have wealth. I'd rather have 1% of 100 persons' effort than 100% of mine. Until you learn that, it's impossible to have a millionaires mindset. So let's talk about it. Let's say you have 5 friends from church. If 5 friends from church sell 1 unit and you enroll them in our program, zero money out of pocket, and all 5 sold just 1 unit. Let's look at this. Well, that would be $349,975 in sales. You would get paid 5%, which means you would be paid $17,498.75. Well, let me ask you a question. What's harder, you making sales by yourself or making it as a team?
As a team.
See what I'm saying? If your friends don't like you, go find some friends on Facebook. Everybody's got 6 pallbearers that should be carrying your casket to the grave. Honestly, if you don't have 6 people to carry your casket to the grave, you need to go find some friends on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Bebo, Clerk, or something. Because everybody knows 6 people. And all you need is 5. Let the other pallbearer take a break. So if you got 6 people that say they really love you and they help you promote something that people do, drink water, then again, you're talking $17,000 possibly a week. Let's say that they know 5 people. Maybe they have 6 pallbearers. So now they brought their 5. So here's the bottom line. This is crazy, but this is cool. So if your 5 bring 25 more people, you know what the secret is to making $1 million a month? I'm going to give it to you right now. So if you take your calculator out and you take 1 million, this is the secret I'm giving you. Secret to wealth, divide 1 million by 12. All you need to do is have your 5 get 5 and they all sell 1 unit a month. It is $83,000 and a change to make $1 million a year. If you look at what's there, numbers don't lie. Documentation meets conversation. If your 5 and 25 sell 1 a month, you're earning $87,493 a month, which means in 12 months you have earned $1 million. And I'm asking you a simple question. Do you know anybody that drinks water? Do you know anybody owns a store? Do you know anybody that is an equestrian horse ranch? Do you know anybody that does hydroponics? Do you know anybody growing hemp, CBD, MJ, whatever? Do you know anybody that works for a data company? Did you know data companies use tons of water to cool down their server networks? See, people aren't thinking. Do you know anybody that knows an engineer that works at Disneyland or Disney World? If you in Hawaii, do you know anybody lives in Las Vegas? Because what we learned last night or this morning is that if we put our Akvo machines on the strip, Rose, myself, and Sylvester, we were taught about microclimates. I couldn't spell microclimate, probably still can't, but I'll tell you what one is. If you put one of our Akvo machines by the freaking fountains at the Bellagio, I found out our machine will take that humidity and produce 500 liters of water on the strip. Do you know anybody in Las Vegas that knows somebody that works for a hotel? I mean, we learned this is why this video is so important for you, not me. I'm gonna do it. I mean, when I have time, but I'm the janitor. I'm just sweeping the way for you. Every water fountain in Vegas that shoots up in the air, I found out this morning, this 500-liter unit can be sitting right next to it, producing water for the owner of the fountain or maybe you. So again, what did we talk about in the beginning? Because I got excited, sorry. I now know that we can create 1,000 millionaires. I'm not even going to go past the 3rd level because that's way past, whatever. But I'm saying to you that if you can find 5 people, and if you don't have 6 pallbearers that'll carry your casket to the grave, something wrong with you. If you're over 19 years old and you don't have 6 friends that will help you, you need to call Dr. Phil. Seriously. Get rid of 1, keep 5. Have them get their 5, get rid of 1. So you got 25 plus 5. You got 30 people on your team. 30 people can earn you 7 figures if you teach what we teach. Do you know anybody who drinks water? Do you know anybody who works at an elementary school in Hawaii
Mm-hmm.
where the kids are being tested for lead?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying it's not easy. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
guarantee of income, but these numbers are real. Numbers don't lie, people do.
People do. Yes.
Rose, does this make sense as far as that slide?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm just looking at it. It's mind-boggling looking at the numbers. But I'm looking at it, John, and I said, okay, up to level 5, right? And same commission of 10 million. John, I don't even mind, even if I make half, 1/3 of that. I mean,
Well, I mean, think about it. We've delivered
gosh.
140, look, we've delivered 148 million liters of water already. We've already shipped 1,000 units around the world.
Yes.
We're the first month of having units in the United States. This is Akvo units in the US.
Mm-hmm.
We're opening the water grid in Orange County. And like we said, if you don't understand
Mm-hmm.
that water is bigger than oil and bigger than gold, and it has been documented by the United Nations, the next world war will be over water. Then I don't know what we can do for you and your family, because again, if you do nothing and you don't have water 10 years from now,
Mm-hmm.
if you do nothing and you're having to buy water at $800 a gallon, you've seen those crazy Mad Max videos.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They were all fighting over water and gas.
Yes, I love that movie, John.
Who's
Mad
not
Max.
seen Mad Max? It's all about water and gas. You
Yes,
think that's not real?
that's real.
So I'm
Yep.
saying we may not have the best solution on the planet Earth. We have the only solution,
Yes.
because every one of our units, which you'll see a new video coming out, is tied into our live IoT network, which is active today.
Yes.
But what Rose, myself, and Sylvester learned this morning from our CEO in India,
Mm-hmm.
everywhere, even, I'm going to tell you, even our president in Arizona, as
Mm-hmm.
long as there is water fountains around these units within 900 feet, that's
Mm-hmm.
called a micro environment that I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, we can't sell our units in Arizona. There's not
Yes.
enough water. He goes,
Mm-hmm.
no, y'all need to understand what a microclimate is. I'm like, help us out. So we did training. Now we understand what microclimates are.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere in Tempe or Scottsdale, there's public water fountains shooting water up in the air. We now can ship and
Mm-hmm.
sell these units to produce water. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't know about microclimate environments till last night. So you know
Uh-huh.
what that means? There's no excuse in any state now
Yep.
that you can't sell this unit to a company or an individual. I mean, I love the idea that if we can sell 1,000 units in America, we have 1,000 new, alkaline water companies come. This can help the U.S. economy. You can
Yep.
take all that crazy stimulus money you've been getting now and
Mm-hmm.
start a business. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
again, even if you have to finance it, go to our website. It takes 3 minutes to get financing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how much more, Rose.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know how much more we can emphasize that
Mm-hmm.
this is our ability to have 1,000 millionaires.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? We can ship this product in over 180 countries today. So
Today.
if you're in France, if you're in Canada, if you're in Cote d'Ivoire, you're in South Africa, you're in Kenya. I used to be in the coffee business. Do you know how many African coffee plantations will buy this? Even in Africa, you can
Mm-hmm.
create millionaires today. My mom always said, you got to open your mouth. A closed mouth never gets fed.
Yeah.
And if it costs you zero money,
Mm-hmm.
if it costs you zero money to earn this kind of income, what's the problem?
Mm-hmm.
If you're a real estate agent and you just saw this presentation,
Mm-hmm.
if you're an insurance agent and you just saw this presentation, if you're a commercial real estate agent and you just saw this presentation, and you don't at least sign up in our program to help humanity, shame on you. It's not about the money, it's about the adventure.
Yeah.
Sure, We're not in business not to make money. Don't get us wrong. If you want a 7-figure lifestyle, find someone who drinks water.
Yeah.
If you want to be with us in Pelican Hill, get to work.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be with us in Pelican Hill in December, get to work. Because,
Yes.
like my mama said, and I know that she was the strongest woman I ever met, she said, if not you, then who?
Ooh.
And in our business, we use the word next. So, with
Mm-hmm.
that, Rose, thank you so much for letting us talk about what we learned about microclimate, microenvironments, how our units will work even in Arizona and, places we didn't think like New Mexico.
Yeah.
So, the vision of 1,000 millionaires is real. You can
Yeah.
either read about our team that does that or be a part of it. So, Rose, CEO of our Rustin Industries, thank you for having me. And we'll
Yes.
do a video coming up next. So, happy birthday to you. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Chairman. I just love working with you because you are just full of knowledge. And sometimes I have to kind of run faster to just catch what you're telling me. And for you to share that knowledge to everyone this morning or today, wherever they are in the world, we are so grateful to you.
Thank you.
So we appreciate you, and your efforts is not going to be vain. Hopefully everybody who is listening today will truly get this in their mindset, and that's all we want to say, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
thank you, sir. God
Thank
bless
you.
you. You have a
Safe trip.
great
See you.
day.
Thank you.
See you all, folks. We say aloha to all of you. Thank you for
Bonjour.
listening.
Bye. Y'all be good.
Thank you.
Ciao and all that
Aloha.
stuff. Bye bye.